Hey Antonio, first of all, I want to congratulate you for reaching out to me or for taking the initiative of reaching out to people and ask for feedback. Not many designers do this. Not many designers ask for feedback to other designers because whether they're shy or because they don't want to hear essentially the bad thing about their resume, portfolio, or LinkedIn page. On this video, I'm going to be reviewing your resume, only the resume, and there's a lot of things that I think you can fix, and I'm going to give you a few examples. The first thing that I feel that this resume needs is a little bit of hierarchy. Let me show you another um, resume that I think is a really good resume. Can you see the difference? So this is a UX designer resume, and can you see the difference? So you need to separate your design into columns, one column and another column. I think that would be the first thing that I would improve on your resume. This person has actually three columns. See, one column for years, another column for positions, and a third column for skills, right? You can do this as well. It's not bad. I would just suggest you to do this, two columns, and of course to have a description of who you are, maybe your contact information, and as well your education maybe. So right here, maybe we can move this bio. Maybe we can move this paragraph all the way here to half of this, and maybe your information, your contact information, maybe we can move that information here. Your experience, I think, and all of these paragraphs, I think we can move them here. Maybe create a second column, like I said, and on that column, make sure you specify and point out your skills, your UI UX design skills, and your education as well. And in this section, you can essentially put your current the current places where you work, your work history, and what skills are you going to put here. I think this is what I suggest you to do. You can go to LinkedIn or Google or anywhere online and find a UX design job. Okay, once you find a UX design job, a company that's hiring a UX design job, you're gonna go in this area, the description area, right? And they're going to tell you exactly what they're looking for. It's pretty easy. And you're going to essentially identify the skills that they're asking for. And this strategy is going to help you. It can be applied to any job, whether you are trying to become a UX designer, a UI designer, or developer, anything. You're gonna go here and see they're essentially looking, at least this company is looking for somebody that understands basic HTML, responsive, basic web development, very basics, probably just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Probably, I don't see anything that they say JavaScript. They just mention HTML. But up here, they're gonna be essentially telling you what are you gonna be doing, and see they mention about let's see if this one. Okay, I'm gonna try another job posting. So I just click on another job posting, and here there specify very specifically desired skills, experience with research tools, for UI UX designers. Um, you can put a few user testing. That's one. You can put full story. I believe that's another one. We use at work. There's a separate team, but I'm aware that there's um, this software that allows designers to do user testing, and one of them that I like a lot is user testing. Here they mention that, such as user testing. So you can put this on your resume on the skills section. Go play around with that tool. It's free. Go play around and see what it's all about. These tools essentially allow UX designers or UI designers to test their prototypes essentially before before you send it to development to the devs. You can test your designs and learn what's wrong with the design or what's wrong with the prototype. You're gonna give them essentially task to users, something to do to the user, and the user is gonna try to complete essentially that task, and everything's gonna be recorded. So you're gonna have data to back up essentially your in the future your design, your next design. And I believe you can also put on the skills HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And of course, if you don't know what's HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, basic knowledge, I would suggest you to go online and just try to learn. You're not gonna be developing. You're not gonna be building interfaces. You're not gonna be working as a developer. But go try to learn basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. They're pretty easy. Why they're asking that information? They are asking this information because in order for you to design something for a web page, let's say, you have to understand the limitations of the web. You're not going to be building something crazy. And once you understand basic HTML, CSS, at least that in JavaScript maybe, it's going to be very easy for you to make decisions to design. Anyways, go put those on your resume, even if you don't have them right now. Go put them and go learn them as well before you apply to any jobs. Or you can learn them while you are applying to any jobs. I know they're asking for experience. A lot of jobs are going to be asking for experience, but don't let that discourage you from applying to jobs. Let's see. So they're asking for essentially you should be able to create design flows. So that's another skill that you need. You're gonna be needing as well how to do usability research. So write that specific keyword on your resume. Rapid prototyping. Combine these two words, and that's essentially creating prototypes. You're gonna be adding those skills to your resume. Let's go to another job description. So they ask for more. So this is probably more an advanced position for a mid-level designer or a senior level designer. But the one thing I want you to focus here is that the skills. So they're asking for you to be able to create wireframes. So that's a keyword. Add that to your resume. Prototype C. So that's another keyword. Let's see what else. Let's look at this other resume from this other designer. So they're the skills they put interviews, they put personas, story mapping, usability testing, low and high fidelity composition, essentially prototypes. Low fidelity, they look they just look like boxes. Okay, they just look black and white a lot of the time. So sometimes they're even on sketches with pencil and paper. The idea is just to get information from shareholders or the team like that fast, and having a paper and pen can allow you to communicate those ideas pretty quick. If they give you a brief of design a interface that allows users to add photos, right? Then you can create something really quick with paper and pen and show that to executives. And that's part of your process that you should show on your portfolio, on your portfolio projects. Anyways, you're gonna be adding as well tools. Today we use a lot of designers use Figma, Sketch, Adobe XD, and InVision. This person just wrote Adobe Creative Cloud. It's a suite of programs. It's a lot of programs. But to become a UI UX designer, I would say that the main ones that you need is Figma, Sketch, either one, Figma or Sketch. You can write both. They just look good because when the HR department is looking through reviewing your resume, he or she is gonna be looking for these tools, either Figma, Sketch, InVision, Adobe Creative Cloud, or Adobe XD. And you need to have those. These softwares, Figma, Sketch, and Adobe XD, they work pretty similar. So once you learn one, I would suggest you just to add the other ones. They work pretty similar. And see the skills that the HR departments are looking for. Basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript probably. If you don't have experience working as a designer, either graphic designer or UI UX designer, that's okay. But you need to have a really strong portfolio. And when I say that, I really mean it. You need to have a really good looking resume and portfolio, and as well LinkedIn presence. All these three items are gonna work together. They're gonna allow you to get a job. At first, you can probably land an internship as a UX designer, and if you don't land an internship, it's gonna take a while, trust me, but it's gonna be worth it. Firstly, if you're finding difficult to land a job, you can reach out to other designers. You can probably reach out to me again and ask for feedback. On this description, something that I would suggest you is to call yourself UI UX designer. Okay, I want you to call UI UX designer even though you don't have the skills. You are a beginner, but you're not gonna put here that you are a beginner. Just put hi, my name is Antonio. I am a UI UX designer based in Mexico somewhere. My passion for UI UX design is as follow. I have a degree in this area. I have a background. I see that you have a background in Windows-based systems, Linux, and Python. At least you mentioned that. And if that's the case, put those as well on your skills, on your skill set section. And as well on your LinkedIn, on your portfolio, call yourself UI UX designer already. If that's what you're trying to become, if you're applying for a IT support specialist, then put that. But in this case, if you're trying to become a UI UX designer, call yourself UI UX designer. I think you're doing a great job. Believe me, this is the first step. As a UI UX designers, we build interfaces, we build UIs. And I went to your portfolio and I saw a single project, this project, which I thought was pretty interesting. In a future video, I'm going to be reviewing your portfolio, like I said. But UI UX designers create a lot of interfaces, a lot of them, trust me. So in your portfolio, you need a really good portfolio. But anyways, this video is getting pretty long. A quick review of what I just mentioned. Call yourself UI UX designer with experience and development, or such as whatever experience you have. Create columns, add skills, UI UX design skills, your education. Again, the skills, you can find them by looking at jobs postings. You go on LinkedIn and look for UX design jobs, and then identify what skills they're asking for. As well, another thing that we did is to look for other UI UX designers on LinkedIn who already have jobs and look at their resumes, look what skills they have. Anyways, I hope this helped. Hopefully this allows you to improve your resume. And if it's, when you make those improvements, if you want to get another review on your resume, reach out to me. You know how to contact me. As well, on future videos, I'm going to be reviewing your portfolio and resume. Have a great day. You're doing amazing.